Question number 15. Find the center radius form of the equation of the circle. And I went ahead and put the center radius form over here to the right. And the information we've been given that we are to put into center radius form is of a circle centered at -8, 0 that has a radius of the square root of 19. And let's not forget that in the standard or center radius form rather, your center is going to be labeled as h, k, and that your radius will be given simply as r. And we can see all of that information here in the center radius form, can't we? H, well, h is right there. The k, well, that's right here. And r is right here. So let's go ahead, take this information that's been given, plug it into the center radius form, clean it up, and see what happens. So we're going to have x minus h. Well, what is the h that we've been given? Well, we've been given -8, haven't we? So we'll plug that in, squared plus y minus, and that comes right from the center radius form, k. Well, what is the k in our given? Oops, not 0, that's what we were given. What we were given was 0, right? So let's plug in 0 squared equals r squared. What's the r we've been given? Well, we've been given the square root of 19. All right, let's go ahead, clean this up, and see what happens. Well, when we distribute this negative through, we're going to end up with x plus 8, aren't we? X plus 8 squared, because a negative times a negative is a positive, plus, well, here we're going to distribute that negative through just like we did here with the x, but we have a 0 here, right? So a negative times a 0, we're going to end up with a y minus 0 here, and a y minus 0 is the same thing as just saying y, isn't it? Because we're not taking away any value from y, so we can go ahead and just say y squared equals, and now here we have radical 19 squared, the square root of 19 squared. What happens when you square a square root? Well, these things go away, don't they? And so we're left with just a positive 19. And so let me move this down just a little bit. And there we have the center radius form of the circle centered at -8, 0 with a radius of square root of 19.